Well, a very good morning to you here from Felixstowe Live. We're down at the Felixstowe viewpoint, and things are just happening. The cranes are starting to go down, the lights are coming on, there's a few flashes out there, and so things are actually happening a little bit. It's the end of the strike today. Strike actually ended at 7 a.m. and the guys are back in. The guys and girls are back in at work, ready to start a new day and a new set of shifts as we work into the future with them. I think this strike has been different to the previous one insofar as there's been a lot less media coverage. I think that's quite sad, really, because guys have deserved a bit more media coverage. But we'll have to see how it all goes along. I don't think the union or the port workers, in the majority of them, are keen to give up on things. I don't think they're at all keen to give up. And I think that they will try their best to continue with this action. Where it goes from there, we don't yet know, do we, really? We'll wait and see a little bit. Okay. Got the first of two container ships doing today, coming in right now. That's the MSC Lauren. She's due for berth 7, I think, and she'll be coming around the beach end turn in just a moment or two. Don't forget, if you like what we do on Felixstowe Live, you can always help us out by going to buymeacoffee.com/Felixstowe Live. And there you can, if you wish, make a small donation, or you can make a regular donation to buy me a coffee to actually send a little bit of money to us to help us make more video. And here comes the MSC Lauren, so we'll move the camera to just try and get a little bit of a better shot of her. As she comes around the corner, here she comes. Morning, young Nigel. Hope you can hear me. It's a very breezy morning. Well, I'm glad you can hear me at least. I've got another mic which is a bit better with the wind. I've got one that's really good, but it's a pain to use. Nice to see you there, Nigel. So, Dave, sorry about that. Good morning, Dave. Well, I think the feeling I get from the guys at Felixstowe is that quite a lot of them want to continue the action. Quite where that'll go, I don't know. I think the union will talk to the workers quite extensively, as they have been doing for the whole duration of this dispute, and they'll see where they end up. I think the reality is some people have got fed up with it. Some people are willing to continue, and I think in reality we'll just have to wait and see what kind of agreement or what kind of action they decide on. I think it's too early to say, to be honest with you, Dave. Oh, I like the word, Nigel. Travelogette. I love it. It's a travelogette. Well, I hope so. I try to get over to Manningtree when I can, but I rarely film there because I tend to come to Manningtree and Mislead to relax. But I ought to do more because I know you guys Well, like to see a bit of video of your own town, don't you? Don't forget, if you like Felixstowe Live and you like what we do, don't forget you can make a small contribution. We're not begging, but it does cost money and it comes out of my pension, heavens above. All you have to do is go to www.buymeacoffee.com, Felixstowe Live, and make a small donation there. I'm delighted to have the money and we spend it on useful things that will help Felixstowe Live continue. So that's MSC Lauren, just gone up towards berths 6 and 7. I imagine she's going to berth 7. I didn't have the time to check this morning. If you're out there, always glad to have a word or two from you. We're always glad to give you a shout, as you know. So get in touch anytime. Okay, so let's see what the... okay, we're going to continue this until about 7:30 p.m. Sorry, a.m. And then I'm going home for some breakfast. I'm sorry about that, guys, but I'm starving. And I've just seen my first tug of the day, going round into one of the lines, empty trailer to pick up stuff, I imagine, to pick up a box. Good morning, young Jenny. Hope you're keeping well. Ah. Trying to get this level, but failing. Oh no. Going all over the place this morning. It's a bit better. How's that? Let's get a view and see what's happening over there on the stacks. Don't know if you can hear it clearly, but you can now hear the sounds coming from the automatic stacking cranes. RTGs, really. Let's see, Wendy Jones. Oh, you're there, Wendy Jones. Just letting me know. Good morning. There we go. Good to see you well, Jenny. We like to keep our viewers. And I just keep going on. I don't like to stop, really. You know how it is. See whether we can get in a bit closer there. See if I can get in a bit closer. And as you can see, we've got some tugs and trailers there. The flashing orange lights on the top of the tugmasters, and behind them they've got their boxes. So the cranes are coming down shortly. Truth of the matter with all these things, of course, is it takes time for a major operation like this to get back in gear. We just take a look past Evergolden's bow. We can see MSC Lauren swinging. She's about halfway round. So I was right about MSC Lauren. She is going, in fact, for berth 7. Just checked that. And the other ship that's on its way in today is Jazan, which is still quite a large container ship, and she's quite a frequent caller here. 306 meters long, which is a decent size. Let's just take a look at where she is. So it looks like Jazan is out by the deep water anchorage out at the sunk, and I think she's just collecting her pilot. So she'll be in within the next hour or hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depends how quickly they decide to charge in. But that will be the second major container ship into Felixstowe today, and they are the only 2 that are coming in. We'll just have a look and see what's happening in the forecast for those ships that are there departing. That's the Ever Golden and the MSC Erica, which is on berth 8. Let's just take a look at those. My goodness, a lot of stuff happening. So MSC, okay, let's go back. Ever Golden then is currently forecast to leave tomorrow, Thursday at 11 p.m. and MSC Erica is forecast to leave on Friday at around 7:30 p.m. So a bit of action on Thursday night and Friday night, but of course it all depends on how they get on with container loading and so on. It's all a little bit kind of on and off at this point in time. A fruity old exhaust there. Why not? There's some haulage lorries going in on the lines now as well, so things are starting to wake up properly as it goes along, and there's a couple of buses, crew buses, and you can see, I think you can probably see the headlights from one of the tugs. I'm not sure there is or not. Yeah, it is. So that's there's gradually stuff picking up as the day starts, or as the shift picks up speed. It all takes time. We'll just take a look at the MSC Lauren and see how she's doing. Not far to go now. Well, I think I'm going to be on the porridge today, young Nigel. Should be nice. And good morning, John. Yes, it is. And I think, to be honest with you, the dockers are glad to be back at work because they don't want to be on strike. It's the truth. They want to get this settled and get it sorted out. but the port's attitude of sitting on its hands isn't really doing much for anybody. There you go. But I think the guys are glad to be back at work. One or two of the dock workers had a chat with me yesterday after we'd finished doing a bit of filming, and they made a strong point, that their point from dockers who've been there a long time or on the legacy contract have got some of the top jobs, were saying that they didn't really want to be on strike for themselves as much as for some of the lower paid workers, like some of the port operatives, who they feel get a very bad deal. And they also are more concerned about the terms and conditions under which they work, because their fear and concern is that the port would like to make serious changes to those terms and conditions and kind of reduce things from the employee point of view to a much lower level, so that the port workers get less benefits and stuff like that. People who are on the legacy contract usually, I think, get things like sick pay and stuff like that, whereas guys on the current port operative contract, I don't believe they do. So the whole thing is quite, let's be blunt and say, people who go and work for the dock in a new job as a port operative, starting at the bottom of the ladder, get a fairly rough deal. Can I say that? Yeah, I think I can. And let's just move back across the bow, and then we can see MSC Lauren going astern, and with the tugs to help her. She's going astern towards berth 7. Got a long little trot up there. It's going to take her 20 minutes or so. But she's got her tugs. She's got the pilot and the master on the bridge, and probably the first officer as well. And the deck crews all standing by to hitch her up to berth 7. Yeah. I think you can see there's a bit of action going on the dock itself now, so I'm delighted to see that for the guys who are there. Losing my voice. Old age, I put it down to. Don't forget, if you like the coverage that Felixstowe Live makes, you can support us via buymeacoffee.com. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Felixstowe Live, and you can help us with a small donation, or you can make a monthly donation if you wish. It's entirely up to you, but we are honestly very grateful if we can, because we do have growing expenses. I'm sad to tell you, but such is life. Let's just get my camera sorted out where I want to be. There we go. And now you can start to see that some cranes are down. We're going to see a bit of crane movement. So the crane at this end is still up because it's too far over the bow of the ship. But the first couple of cranes are down in front of the bridge. They haven't got, I don't think they've got any tugs or boxes beneath them at this stage, but I think they soon will have. You can just see there another crane just going down. Yeah. And I think that's just going down behind the bridge. So that's on the back end behind the bridge. And the first crane at this end is now over the ship. We'll just follow that for the sake of it. I think I've lost it behind those containers, but we'll see when it comes back. So don't forget, we're live from the Port of Felixstowe as the dock workers return to work after the end of their strike. You can see loads of stuff happening now on the quay. We can see loads of tugmasters with trailers up there. There's another crane going in for its first box, I think, or going down for its first box, in fact. Can we catch a shot of it? I don't know. Let's see whether we can get in there. Can we? Maybe, maybe not. It's good to see those cranes working anyway, I must say, from my point of view. Well, I think from my point of view, this morning I've achieved my personal objective, which is making sure we got some coverage of the end of the strike as the guys go back to work. The guys and girls return to their hot seats in the cranes, in the gantries, and in the tugmasters. Let's just get back to where we were. Sorry about that. Don't forget, we always like to hear from you, and we've got a comment from someone here. Good Lord. What have we got here? It's Susan O'Connor. Good morning to you, Susan. Aha. Excellent. Well, I'm delighted you enjoyed your week here, Susan. Hope you had a really good time. Looks like you did. But you'll have to come back soon when the port is in full swing. Won't be long, I don't think. Well, I've got to say, it's now, what is it, 12 minutes before 8. We've been here since just after 7 o'clock, so I think I'm entitled to go back for a cup of tea. What a nice idea that'll be. I think it's a cup of tea and a bowl of porridge. I like a bowl of porridge. I don't know whether you're aware, you may or may not be aware, but I spent several days in hospital in July and August, and I got used to hospital porridge. It's made with ready bread and it's lovely. And I'm a convertee, really. There you go, Jenny. It's definitely time for breakfast. So what I'm going to say to you is thank you so much for watching Felixstowe Live. I've enjoyed every minute of this morning. I did get up too late. I'm going to have some breakfast and another cup of tea, and then I might even go back to sleep again. You can never tell, can you, really? But it's quite an attractive idea. Okay, let's move along to my next part of my system, and I will say, for whatever time you've been with me, thank you so much for joining me this morning on Felixstowe Live at the Port of Felixstowe as we watch the dock workers come back to work after their strike. We don't know what's going to happen next. We really don't have very much idea, but I think that we'll soon get some information from our friends at the port and from our friends in the Unite Trade Union. I hope they can get some decisions on what they're planning to do. And when we have some news on that, we'll let you know. Okay, in the meantime, let's just get one more comment, if I can. Okay, well, that was Jenny again saying, see you soon. And that's me, what I say as well. I'm Chris. This is Felixstowe Live. And we will, of course, see you soon.